Thank you so much, Mel, for taking the time to do this interview and kind of share your experience with going through the program. So maybe do an intro of who you are, your name, what you do, that type of stuff, a little bit about you.
Well, my name is Melvin Renslow. I'm a software engineer for a home automation company here in Salt Lake City, Utah. I sit behind a desk, do programming all day long, don't move very much,
Sure.
and so anyway, that's a little about me. And then when I get home, I have all the honeydews that I have to do, which only last for a couple hours, and then it's sitting behind the couch or sitting on the couch watching a little TV. So.
Sure, sure. So pretty, I feel like pretty standard American sedentary lifestyle.
Correct.
I
Well,
get
that's
that.
prior to the.
Sure.
That was prior to the workout that you gave me.
Yeah,
So.
before you kind of signed up and went through the program. So, um, what were kind of your goals coming into working together and like with your health and fitness?
So my wife and I decided to start walking. To try to get some exercise in.
Sure.
I had a pretty good sized gut. My doctors told me my weight was very high for my height. The song and dance. You're 57 years old. You
Sure.
got to get off the damn couch, get going.
Yeah.
So anyway, my wife, of course, caught wind of that, and so she kicked me off the couch and said, "Let's go walking." And so we
Yep.
have a canal close by our house, and so we hop on the canal. And one morning, we decided to do it early in the morning, and I got up, and we usually walked about a mile, maybe 2 miles if we were really pushing it.
Sure.
She can do a marathon, but me and stand behind a desk, I couldn't do that.
Yeah.
And I started feeling chest pains, kind of things like that. So I had everything checked out with the doctor, made sure everything was all good. He just said, "You're overweight. You got to get off the couch, start moving." So that's when I reached out, and I know that you helped my wife with just different techniques and things,
Yeah.
counting macros and different things like that. And me, I'm not a counter.
Sure.
I can't do that, but I can keep numbers in my head, different things like that. And so for me, that's you know why I reached out and asked you to help me,
Sure.
you know get my butt off the couch and start doing things. And so,
Okay, so yeah, goals coming in was to get into a better place all around health wise because of
oh,
getting higher up in age. Doctor said, "All right, it's time to start doing something." So that was kind of the
correct.
goal.
And again, like I said, I mean, I went on a brisk walk. I thought I was running a marathon.
Right.
My wife's going, "Come on, I go like 5 times faster than this."
Yeah.
So, so
Okay. Yeah.
anyway, so yeah, when I got the pass from the doctor saying, "Yeah, you just need to move, get your heart moving," we did that for a little bit. I would probably say maybe a week. I seen a little bit of improvements, but
Sure.
that's when we reached out and asked you to help me do it. Help me get my diet under control,
Sure.
my weight, my health, and my mindset of going forward. So
Yeah. I like that. And what would you say is like your relationship with food, nutrition, fitness, kind of before the program?
so I just ate whatever whenever I didn't care what I ate, and if it was something I really liked, I may have seconds and thirds
Sure.
in and I did 3 square meals. I mean, I literally would have breakfast, and I would make sure I went to lunch, and I'm sure I had a mid afternoon snack because I
Yep.
was thinking about something, and I would just snack on things, and then I'd go home and have a huge meal
Yeah.
in the evenings. And so just not realizing I was taking on 2,500 to 3,000 calories a day and my weight just kept going up.
Yeah.
And even with the minimal exercise that I did, going walking to meetings, or going and moving things and everything, my weight was getting up, almost to 220, and it kind of, I could feel it anytime I carried stuff or
Yeah.
exercise. It just like kicked my butt. So
Yeah. I get that. And
so
then
anyway, that was prior to it. So yeah,
yeah.
it's
What started to shift as we started working together?
so the thing that helped me is you first understood my mindset in the sense that I'm a I'm not a guy. I mean, I'm a structured person,
Sure.
and I only like a few things to eat. So I'm a very picky eater, but
Hmm.
I eat that same routine every day.
Yeah.
Which my standard routine was like eating, McDonald's in the morning, and then I would have, you know, like chicken or something or a burger during the lunch, and then have a strong meal in the evenings.
Yeah.
Where whenever you and I talked and you basically did the simple math of just adding that up, that's when we found out we were probably pushing the,
Pushing the envelope with the calories. Yeah.
in which I never thought about it. I never thought about that I needed to watch my weight because I've always been kind of healthy.
Sure.
But as I'm getting older, my body is slowing down. I don't have the metabolism that I did when I was a kid, that I could eat whatever I wanted as much as I wanted and
Yeah.
would, stay thin. And that is something that people need to be aware of when you get older. You can't just do what you did when you were 20.
Sure.
So
Yeah, and I remember with you, that's the thing with every person, it has to be very customized to the individual. And I remember with you, you kind of sat me down at the beginning and we were going through like, okay, what does this look like specifically for you, nutrition wise, workout wise? And you essentially told me like, I'm good for walks, I'm good for like some of the corrective stuff, but I don't want to be in the gym, 8 hours every single week or an hour a day. Like that didn't fit with your lifestyle, your goals, and everything like that. So, and then I remember you also saying like, but I also want to be able to enjoy a night out with Brenda, and I want to be able to do, all these other things. I'm like, okay, cool. And so what we did for you was a little bit different than what I do with, some of my other clients where, okay, we're going to focus on just your walks and just nutrition and fixing a couple muscular imbalances here and there, but it wasn't like an intense shift from doing nothing, eating 3,000 calories a day to eating 1,000 calories and working out 6 days a week, 2 hours a day. You know what I mean? Like we did a very real just lifestyle adjustments to get you from where you were to where you wanted to be.
and that is very correct. I mean, and like I said early on, I told you I was a picky eater, and you gave me a list of things, and I couldn't find anything on there. But you said just find something that fits within this calorie range, this calorie deficit.
Yep.
Which to me, I had to go shopping and I had to read labels, which you helped me know what was good labels versus bad labels.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the tweets aren't the good ones. It's the labels on
Yeah.
the rice bowls and the other.
Yeah.
And just by monitoring what you working with me, helping me with those kind of things, helping me with mindset. There, those couple of struggles that I went through on just different issues,
Sure.
work related and whatever. You were there to listen to issues that I was having where I was not able to just do my corrective workouts during the day in the office because I was too busy, or I was getting stuck on things. And you said, oh, well, when that happens, get up, go walk around the building, go get you a water, go,
Yeah.
just by listening and realizing my mind was stuck. So I needed to go change my mindset to
Yeah.
something else and then come back. That was a big ticket for me I mean, that helped me even in my job. I mean,
Yeah.
I was able to come back to work, sit back down and solve my problem that I was stuck on. And
Sure.
anytime I run into issues like that, I still do that currently today is I'll get stuck and go, all right, time for a walk.
Time for a walk, time for some activity, time to change the environment, switch it up. And it's so true that it's all connected. When I was first training, I focused so much on the workouts and then with nutrition a little bit, but there was no other lifestyle habits and thought work and anything. But as I've been doing this for longer, it's just those things are so intertwined and so interconnected that as you address all of them at the same time, that's when you see the most success, like you have. So
Yeah. So just to recap, I mean, and I don't know if I told you what we're at right now. So we're
mm-mm.
up. So Brenda and I on our daily activity, we walk every day. We
Nice.
walk from. We usually get up at 6:30 ish, 6:45, and we'll go hit a minimum of 3 miles a day in the
Holy
morning.
cow.
If not 4 miles, at least twice a week, we get up by 6:30 to try to get in the 4 mile because it's an extra 15, 20
Sure.
minutes
Yeah.
depending on the speed. If it's a good one, we're at the 15 minutes a mile, and so yeah, we make sure that we can get that in the morning. Then during the day, like I said, I'm still doing the corrective exercises. Even just when I'm just sitting there on a stupid meeting that I'm bored with, I'll pick up my weights and I'll start working my I just turn the camera off and
Sure. Yeah. Get some
get up and
activity
do
in.
stuff. It's you're being productive, but still listening and being part of it.
Yeah.
And then in the evening we come and we'll walk and we'll do the same thing. We'll get in a minimum of 2 miles, but we try to stretch it to 3 miles. We try to get in a good 6 miles a day, either
Holy
4 and 2 or 3 and 3.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what we're at. And then, like I said, I'm still eating around the same deficit. I think that you had me set on a 1,900 calories or less.
Yep.
And I've pretty much stuck to that. I either eat something in the morning, my standard routine, either McDonald's or whatever the morning calories are, and then I'll have, depending on how much I eat during the day or in the morning, I don't have lunch usually, but if I skip breakfast, I'll do lunch and then do a light dinner.
Yeah.
And try to keep it in that calorie thing. Those Costco rice bowls, have been a lifesaver. Like I say, I stick to what I like,
I like it.
And I don't change it up. I tried doing different things, and then we still go out to dinner, Brenda and I, at least once a week, and do that night out just to change it. And so, but again, I do. When I know we're splurging, or if I'm going to grab a strawberry shake from Taco Amigo, I do cut out something else.
You make the adjustment. You have the knowledge and the application and the habits down that you make the adjustments on the fly to meet your goals. And you found what works specifically for you. That's going to be different than everybody else, but it works for you, and you can consistently hit that, which is perfect. So you went from struggling to walk 1 mile a day to now you're doing 5, 6, 7 miles a day walking. That's incredible.
And that's 7 days a week. We usually don't take Sundays off. We get up,
walking's the best.
Go do it, and And the thing that it does is it gets me up, going, moving, and like I said, I'm getting older, and the body hurts, in the morning sometimes or in the evenings, and so getting out, getting the exercise in keeps you, fresh, and it also gives Brenda and I the opportunity to talk about the day. Like I'm going all day, and she has things going on, different, things happening in her life, and I have struggles at work, and so we talk about, the struggles we have or the accomplishments or whatever it is on these walks. And so that's another thing that's awesome about it is good communication with my spouse, and it's made our lives better and everything.
So from a kind of a result standpoint, walking way more cardiovascular, you're doing better. Strength, you're doing better. Seems like you talked about the mindset and the shifts that you've seen there. Remind me because I know that weight loss was obviously a goal that we were shooting for. Remind me kind of where you were and then where we ended at through the program.
So I think I weighed in at, I weighed in at one time at 217. And that's kind of whenever we started kicking this around and trying
Yeah.
to figure out if I could do it myself, whatever. And like I said, I lost a few pounds. But I think the first weigh-in was like 212-ish.
Okay.
And again, like I had just started out, and then I got down to 183 was my last weigh-in on the program in 4 months. So
Yeah.
that was my goal. And I just weighed this morning, and I'm still at 183.
Heck yeah.
So it's yeah, like I said, it's a lifestyle change. It is not a diet.
Yeah.
This program is not a diet. If you're looking for a diet, then
There's other
this
there's other
is-
stuff out there, but if you're looking to genuinely make a change, and that's
Yep.
kind of what I teach and I preach.
Yep.
And so then, what would you say to somebody that's maybe on the fence of if they should work with me or not?
Well, all I can say is you've helped me out tremendously. Like I said, you catered the program, your program, to fit my needs, as well as helped me with my mindset,
Yeah.
helped me with struggles that I ran into, the plateaus on whenever you remember the time I hit, I can't remember what weight it was, but I hit a weight and we stayed there for like a week and almost gave up.
Yeah.
And you're just saying, hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Trust the process. Keep going. It's gonna
Just
shift.
give it time. So,
Yeah.
but anyway, if you're on the fence, like I said, Connor, you did a great job. I would do this over again if I ever got in this situation, but I don't think I have to. And the reason why is because you've given me the tools that I've needed to be able to make this lifestyle change. And again, it is a lifestyle change.
Yeah.
And I mean, because you go back to your old routine, go back sitting on the couch. I don't sit on the couch. Maybe a half hour, an hour in the evenings at the most. But like I said, my wife and I are just very active now. We do set out on our deck. We built a new deck and everything.
You remodeled. You should be spending some time out there. It's beautiful.
So we do go out and we'll visit out there. People will come over but yeah, we stay active. From about 7 o'clock in the morning till a good 7:30-ish at night, 8 o'clock, and so.
That's awesome. That's really awesome. Yeah, not only the physical changes that we've seen throughout the program, because those are awesome and speak for themselves. I think I posted your progress photos of maybe a week or two ago, but so awesome, like physical progress, the weight, the measurements, everything like that. But also just like the lifestyle and the mental adjustments and changes that you've made is inspiring and just really cool to see. So I appreciate you letting me be a small part of your journey and everything that you went through. So
well, I want to thank you because I couldn't have done it myself. I mean, I've done diets, I've done fads in the past.
Sure.
And just like whenever I got stuck at that one weight that I couldn't get over, and you were right there to just say, keep going, just give it time, trust your body, thinks that it's stuck right here, but give it time. And literally, that I think it was literally 7 days.
Yeah, that next week, I think you started to adjust. So
started going again. So
that's awesome. Well, seriously, Mel, thank you so much for taking the time to share your experience and going through the program and working with me. I appreciate it. It was genuinely a pleasure. So thank you.
I enjoyed it very much, and I appreciate everything that you helped me with. So
awesome. Well, thank you so much. Have a great day.
You too. Thank you.
Take care.